Hi guys, Underwood here, and welcome back to my channel, my aliens. Yes, I know, I have been MIA for a few months, but it was within reason. I had a very hard last semester going into summer, and I decided that I really needed to take the summer to just gather myself and get myself together mentally and physically and emotionally so I could continue putting out work that I was proud of rather than, you know, work that didn't have a lot of effort in it because my head was somewhere else. Not going to go into details because, of course, it's nothing that needs to be put on the internet, but I did have a very crazy summer that took, you know, a lot more damage than healing. So I'm still kind of transforming from what this summer did to me into this next semester. But I have started my junior year at Columbia, and it's going good so far. I've just been crazy busy. I haven't had any time to record, and I really hate it because y'all know I love recording and love talking to you guys and being here and all that fun stuff. But gonna try and get back in the swing of things now that it's October. Happy Halloween, everyone. Be expecting quite a few videos this month because I have a lot of ideas, and I've been MIA, so I gotta make it up, right? Right. But today I'm going to a little costume party, so I figured I'd show you guys me getting ready for that. I haven't really had time to do makeup in the past couple of months because I've been so crazy busy and life's been so hectic. I've had some projects where I was doing makeup and hair, but just never anything that I could really put out for you guys because a lot of films are closed sets, so we can't be recording a ton of stuff while we're there because, you know, that's for when the movie gets released. But I have been just missing you guys, missing makeup, missing all of this. It's good to be back. I did have some people reach out to me while I was MIA and ask if I was still making videos. Thankfully, I can say yes. But I just kind of wanted to let you guys know why I was MIA, and I'm getting better, we're doing better. I'm not the type of person who's going to sit here and act like life is perfect and jolly all the time when it's not, because I think that's fake. So that's why I like to keep you guys updated on why I go MIA, or if I did, or kind of give you an explanation as to why. And it was more for me than anything else. I really just needed some time where I could focus on me and who I am and what I want to do so I could get ready to start putting out better content that I am actually very proud of and didn't feel rushed. But I have been talking your ear off. Let's just get into the video because this is not a sad video here. This is a fun video because I'm back. So we're gonna go ahead and get started on today's video. I am going to be doing a rendition of the first special effects makeup look I ever did, but instead of doing the smile that's cut into the face that's so overdone on YouTube, I'm gonna do something a little different, but it will still be the Ringleader costume. You've not seen this costume on YouTube, but it has been on my Instagram before. So yeah, let's go ahead and get started. I will show you guys how to transform into this Ringleader that I'm working on. Oh, another thing that I did, I dyed my hair. I'm not blonde anymore. I know, weird. I was always blonde forever, and now I have like purple pink hair, and it's fading now, so it doesn't look awesome. But yeah, that's another new thing that I have going on. But let's go ahead and get jumping into this video because I am super excited. Just continue watching if you want to see how to create this look. Alright, first things first, kids. We gotta put this hair back because we are wearing a wig tonight. Because this hair does not match the outfit we are doing. So, here we go. Let's get this wig cap on. I'm gonna wait to put the wig on because, you know, I gotta put a bunch of special effects makeup on, and I'd rather get in my hair than my wig, because I can fix my hair more than I can fix a wig. Alright, we got that all down, hair all tucked. Amazing. We're hair capped up. Let's get my mirror up in here. So let's see. I haven't decided if I'm doing a voiceover or a talk through yet. It might be a little mix of both. Who knows? It's been a while, so we gotta see what we want to do. Alright, so I definitely need to pick which eye I'm doing this makeup on because I haven't decided yet. But I do know that I need to block out at least one of my brows. So, let's do that. I need to black. So, in today's video we're going to do a little asymmetrical fun. I need to glue down one of my brows, but not the other. My favorite side of my face is this one, so I think I'm going to glue down this side. The wig I'm wearing today is a bob with like bangs, so well, we're just gonna try to make it visible still, whatever I do on my eye, but we're gonna go ahead and block this out. So we're gonna take some glue and we're gonna brush the hairs the opposite way to make sure that both sides are coated. And then we're gonna brush up and then brushing down, and then what really helps with gluing these down is get a nice little spoolie and really just combing those hairs out, making sure that they're laying down flat the natural way that they grow, because that is how you're going to get them to lay down flat, is when you get them going the natural way that the hair wants to go. I usually like to take it up because that helps me get them nice and glued down, and then you can go back and add more glue, of course. Love that. It has been a crazy past couple of months, ladies and gentlemen. Well, actually aliens, because we don't have any ladies and gentlemen on this channel. We are all aliens here. It's been hectic, to say the least. And love, well, love has been nothing short of awful. You know me. Always trying to find someone, but I'm kind of off that now. I like being alone. People stress me out. People ruin my life. People are mean to me. So we're staying single. Or, you know, just kind of going with it, seeing how life takes things. This summer, a lot of people were trying to force me into relationships I didn't want to be in. And so, saying no is now my new favorite thing to do. Okay guys, for this makeup look, I'm going to be making one of my eyes look cut out like a diamond type thing shape. So I'm just gonna like trace out how I want that to go, because I'm gonna be using some spirit gum. I wanted to cover my entire eyebrow because I didn't do a very good job covering this brow. So we're just gonna cover it in makeup, because that's what happens when we don't do things very well. We just cover it in makeup. Ah, yes. Let's make a little point here. And it's gonna be gory and gross anyway, so it doesn't have to be a perfect shape. We're just gonna be putting stuff on top of it. And we are gonna go in with some scar wax. Now, scar wax is probably one of the most annoying special effects tools that you can use. It is a pain in the butt, might I add, because of just how sticky it is, and it's just not very fun to play with unless you have tons of Vaseline. Vaseline is what is going to keep this from sticking to your hands. But you also have to be careful, because if you get Vaseline on the wrong side of the spirit gum, then it won't really stick to the skin as well. So that's why it's so annoying. There are a few steps when it comes to this. You want to spirit gum the skin so it's sticky, and then you want to lay down the scar wax, and then you want to cover your hands and the tools in Vaseline so you can start smoothing them out. I'm going to go ahead and put some of this on my skin so it starts getting a little tacky, so when I start putting on the scar wax, it will help stay and make life easier. I just need a Q-tip. Look at that! I found a Q-tip. Amazing. Alright, so we're going to take some of the spirit gum here, and we're just going to get it on our Q-tip. like that. And then we're going to take it on the outside where these lines are, right where we're going to stick that initial piece of spirit gum. And just drag it. Now this stuff, it freaking stinks. So be prepared for your eyes to water after you put it on because it is smelly. And I just kind of go around the outside and put it down like that. And then we're going to start preparing our little pieces of scar wax. What I am going to do is make little rolls of this spirit gum. Let's get some Vaseline. I'm just going to dig some of this out of here with this wooden spatula and put it on the back of my hand so it's easily accessible. So then I'm just going to take some of that in between my fingers so the scar wax doesn't want to stick to my hand. And then you're going to take your scar wax and you're going to start shaping it into the shape that you want. And I'm going to just kind of roll it in my fingers because that is what our goal is right now. We want to get these little like rolls, and you can always add more if you don't have enough in your roll because you want it to still stick up. You want it to be 3D, but you also want it to be able to blend into the skin. So the perfect medium is what we're looking for here because you want it to be thin enough that you can get it to blend into the skin, but also thick enough that it leaves that 3D edge there that we're looking for, because that is what is going to create and make this look nasty and gnarly and gory, and that is all I want in life. It's just things that are nasty and gory and gross. And maybe some glitter sometimes, but we'll get to that. We're going to do a little bit of the gore first. Alright, so after you have that done, you just make sure that it is the same length, and you want to try and get it about the same width all the way around. Not always the easiest thing to do, but we do our best. And I'm going to go ahead and just get 4 of these prepared so I can start putting them on my face. So I'll be back when I have all 4 of these prepared. Alright, and like I said, they don't have to be anything perfect at all. They just have to be little noodles of it. And then I'm going to just add a little bit more of this spirit gum to the skin, just so we know it's really gonna stick. So I have some that is already a little dry, and now I am just adding some that is a little wet, and then just kind of dabbing it a little bit so it's not too wet that our little noodles will fly right off. We don't want that. So I'm just going to take one of my little noodles and I am just going to place it on that line there, just like that. And then we're going to do that all the way around. Alright, and once that is all laid down, you're going to start taking your tool. I like to use a wooden tool, and you just put some Vaseline all over it. And we are just going to start blending these together and blending them down into the skin. And I just kind of use it's like a press swipe against the skin kind of motion to help blend in the edges. And don't worry, if it starts losing its diamond shape, we can go back on the inside and fix that later. We're focusing on the outside right now. Then if you have any extra that just isn't blending, just peel it right off like that. And then just blend what you got. My best friend called me, so I had to stop the video for a little bit. But basically, I'm just going around blending the outside edges. Haven't even made it to the inside yet. So you didn't miss much on this week's show. Okay. I'm going to start using my fingers to kind of sculpt some of this because it's not doing completely what I wanted to. But like I said, scar wax is the worst. Like, legit, it's the worst. Ugh. I've also been scraping off any excess any excess scar wax I don't want showing up on the skin, because it does start to make it look a little bumpy, unless you want it to look a little bumpy and a little messy, which I want it to look a little bumpy and a little messy, but not too much. So that's why I'm going around. You can just kind of scrape it off and then just blend the edges again. Alright, and next what I'm doing is I'm just kind of coming up and pulling the edges up so they look nasty and gross and like my skin was actually being carved into when this happened. So I'm just kind of pulling the edges up and out and being very messy about it too, because you want it to be clear that this is not something you want it to happen to your face. So then just kind of pulling those edges up towards the sky. Not towards the sky, but like away from your face. Like if you were to put your face like this, it would be up towards the sky. But I guess it's just pulling it away from your face at this point. But we're gonna do that, and you want it to look very, like, you can take chunks out, you can add chunks, like, this can look absolutely any way you want it to. There's no rules telling you how you should or should not have a diamond cut into your face. So I'm just also just making sure that you can really see this shape that we're going for. It doesn't have to be a perfect diamond, but as long as it resembles somewhat the shape that you're going for, you will get the story across. And I'm just going to kind of dig out this a little bit deeper so you can really see that diamond effect going on. And then if it's too rugged, you can always take some Vaseline over your finger and just smooth that out any areas that are making you unhappy. But I want mine to be pretty gory, pretty gross, so I'm leaving mine fairly messy, fairly patchy, so we can really get that effect that it's gnarly and gross. Alright, I think I have that about done. I'm going to go wash my hands, because I can't really do much with these gross hands now. Alright, now that we have that shape all done, I'm gonna go ahead and powder it a little bit because it has Vaseline all over it, and well, it's hard to put makeup on top of Vaseline, so I'm just gonna powder it up so it's a lot easier to paint. You want to be careful because scar wax does not necessarily dry, so it will continue to move on you if you put too much pressure on it. So be careful that you don't put so much pressure on it that it starts changing the shape too much, or at least to the point where you can't fix it. Alright, so I'm going to be using a mix of water and cream paints, and then some shadows to get this look across. And the best way, cheapest way to use cream paint makeup is with some Q-tips. I love using Q-tips because they are really good at blending, and you can just throw them away when you're done, and you don't have to clean them because you can just throw them away when you're done, and you know, it's also cheap, and I have to use a lot of cream paint, so when it comes to blending, it just makes my life easier. So I would suggest to anyone that wants to start special effects makeup that you get as many Q-tips as possible, because Q-tips are a lifesaver. Alright, now to start off, I'm going to start with some of the Ben Nye cream paint. This is my bruise wheel. Alright, so we're going to go ahead and start bruising this up. I'm going to start with this red, which is the lighter red. This is more like a purpley red, because it's easier to go darker than it is to go lighter once you've already gone dark. So I'm going to go ahead and cover this in paint, and then just start putting this all on the inside and just painting it up. And it doesn't need to be perfect or anything, because we're going to blend it in a little bit, and then we're going to add some more color on top. So this is literally just to get the basic color down and pat, so we can start doing more on top. And remember, your scar wax does not dry, so if you put too much pressure on it when painting, it will move. So be very careful. If you don't want it to lose the shape that it has, you need to be dabbing very carefully, and you might even want to use a paintbrush because the Q-tip does need a little bit more force to get the paint down onto the skin. So when you start painting on top of these up here, on top of the scar wax, you might want to use a paintbrush rather than the Q-tip method, because it's going to be a little bit easier with the shape of it. To get that, oh, is she dying look? Can't really tell. Alright, and next I'm going to go in with a black shadow, which is just the same one that I've been using, and I'm just going to start putting this just on the very edge of where the cut is to kind of make it look a little like it's a little bit deeper than the rest. So I'm just going around putting this on the outline. And don't worry if this looks really, really bad. We're gonna go and blend it later after we get all the color down. It's a lot easier to blend when it comes to gory looks once you get the color down, so you know where you want every color to go, and so you can know where you want it lighter, where you want it darker, and then you just start blending everything where it needs to go. Alright, once you have that black down, we're gonna start going in with the darker purple we have here. And just put that all over that. And we're going to start putting that in between the black and the red. So we start getting an ombre effect. Huh. Wow. Who would have thought? And next I'm going to go in with the same red shadow that I put on my other eye. And I'm going to put that on the lid. So we have the dark to light kind of going on there. And it's okay if this one looks a lot messier because it is the gory side, so it doesn't need to look pretty and perfect. And I'm going to start just kind of putting this red all over the area too, to kind of bring the red back from the purple and the black, so it still looks like a red toned purple or a red toned black, so we can make sure it looks all bloody and not just like someone punched us in the face. Alright kids, I went ahead and added some irritation around this little thing. Literally all I did was take red and dark reddish purple and blend it and splatter it all around. So I took like the red and then I like dabbed around and then I kind of blended it out a bit so it wasn't too harsh, and then I took the purple, but the purple in certain spots, not all spots, because then you don't want it to look the same all the way around. You want it to have some variety to it. And then just dab that around. And I'm gonna go in and I think I'm gonna add some purple and blue just to add variety to the outside, so the outside doesn't look just like the inside. And I mean, this would be pretty bruised anyway, so that's why we're going in and adding these darker colors, because we really want it to be gnarly and gross. And it's also okay if the foundation gets distressed on this side, because it's not gonna look perfect anyway when you have, you know, this crap happening to your face. So don't worry if the foundation gets messed up. If you want to fix it, go ahead and fix it, but like, don't have to, because it's supposed to look messy and distressed anyway. I am, however, trying to keep the foundation on this side nice and perfect, so you have the difference between the nice foundation and then the gnarly, gross side over here. And then a good way to make bruises look like they're under the skin is just to take some powder. There's glue all over this sponge. Okay, Alex, good job. Take some powder and just go over it. And this is also going to help set it. I'm going to use a brush instead, because that sponge is covered in stuff. And just tap all over. It's going to help it appear under the skin, but it's also going to dry it so it doesn't move around on you all night and get all over your clothes or people or anything. Oh wow, that looks disgusting, guys. That's just fantastic. Alright, I'm going to go ahead and put a little bit of black around my eye, but not a lot, just so we have a little bit of dimension around the eye and it won't look weird when I put on mascara. So I'm going to take this little brush right here, and I'm just going to messily brush some black on the top and on the bottom. By all means, it can be messy as all heck, which is exactly how I want it to look. And then you just take some red and blend it a little bit. Just like that. See, now it looks like you have some sort of weird eyeliner on. Alright guys, I went ahead and contoured this side of my face, added some highlight and some lashes. I put 2 pairs of Ardell Wispies on the top, and then I have some mini bottom lashes on the bottom. I put 1 medium and 2 small, just so we have some variation there, and I like how that turned out. And we're going to go ahead and do some blood and gore on this side to kind of make it look all nasty like we want it to. So I'm going to get a spatula here, and then I'm going to get some of this fresh scab wound, and I'm going to start laying that all around the inside of our cut that we have going on here. So you can just scoop some out and literally just start throwing it in here. And I'm putting it very thick along the outside where the skin is coming up. And you can literally layer this stuff so it chunks up a ton. That's why I like it, because you can make it look 3D without barely even trying. And, you know, as a special effects artist, doing stuff 3D that makes my life easier is always nice, because everything I do is 3D. And make sure you paint it up so it gets onto the little flaps of skin and isn't just sitting underneath the skin, because there's going to be blood all over those. Like, don't doubt that there will. They're going to be covered in this blood. And you don't want to put so much that you cover up your paint job, but you want to put enough that it looks real and gross. So I'm just going to go around and start laying this in there. And then you want to leave your lid kind of alone, just because you don't want to get any of this into your eye. That would not be any fun. So just play with the different levels you can do, the different build-ups you can do, and kind of making it look 3D. And you can kind of lay it down and then pull it up and then pull it out and pull it over, and just all kinds of different stuff. And then you can just sort of start patting some of this on the skin edges very gently, so it just kind of sticks to them without even trying. Because if you do it in a way where you don't really care and you're kind of messy, then it's going to turn out messy, which is how we want it to turn out. If you're being very picky about where you place things, then it may look a little too uniform and may not look as gross and random as, you know, wounds do, because wounds are completely random. Like, they do follow the skeletal structure and the muscular structure, but to a point they are just messy and gross. And then you just kind of like start patting this around where the bruises are, just to kind of get some 3D going on all around it, so it's just freaking nasty. Alright guys, we are starting to finish up. Hopefully my camera doesn't die before we do. It probably will, but that's okay. I'll just throw in another battery. Next we're going in with just some regular blood, and we're just going to get some on a Q-tip. And be careful not to drip this in your eye. Please be careful. If you need help, have an adult help you, because I'm not getting in trouble because someone got blood in their eye because they weren't being careful like I told them to. So just kind of dab this around so you have different consistencies, different variations of blood all around, because the more blood, the merrier. So I'm going to take this tiny little brush and some black lipstick on the back of my hand. And we are going to do this weird sort of lip smile. We want it to go out, but we don't want it to go out too much. Alright, we have the black outline. I'm going to go ahead and put some red on the center, and then we're going to blend that out. So this is just, I did use Jeffree Star's Weirdo, and now I'm going in with Kat Von D in Santa Sangria. That's a weird name. One thing that I do want to add, I was going to do blood tears, but I think I'd rather do a drop of blood coming from my mouth, because then you're not sure if I ate someone or if I just got so injured that I started bleeding out of my mouth. Never really know, but I'm gonna... Alright guys, that is the makeup all complete. I'm gonna go throw on my wig and my outfit, and I will see you guys in just a little bit. Stay tuned. Alright guys, this is the finished look. I have my little hat on. You can't really see it, so I'm just gonna take it off for this. Yeah, this is the final look, my aliens. Like, yo, y'all weren't ready for this. I wasn't ready for this. This costume I've worn before, but you know, I can't get over it. Every time I put it on, I just feel fantastic. Never ever has this costume ever failed to make me feel fantastic. But yes, we have the nice little blazer, little short sleeve blazer that my grandma sewed on these little gold pieces for. I'm missing one of them, I guess. It's fine. They're like little lions that are on here. They're so cute. But I have this jacket, and then I have this cute little shirt. I can't remember where I got it. I imagine it was like Amazon or something. And then I have my corset, which is just a under boob corset that ties in the back but also ties up around the neck. And then I have on some gold sequin shorts, which are adorable. I love them. Super uncomfortable, but super adorable. And then of course some fantastic leggings that have a different pattern on each side, because yeah. So guys, this is my finished Ringleader look. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. It was a little out of the play, a little everywhere, a little out of place, and kind of my hello, I'm back after going MIA hiatus for a little bit. But I hope this was a good video to start off, to get you guys back into the swing of things, ready to start binging on those Alex videos again if you haven't been doing it the past couple of months. But I am very, very excited about what the rest of the month has in store, as well for the rest of the year and next year and forever. But we're going to focus on Halloween first and making sure that you guys get some awesome special effects videos and looks that you can do and work on at home that you could try yourself. But I hope you guys enjoyed today's video as much as I enjoyed making it, because you guys know I always love making these videos. Don't forget to follow me on Snapchat at Alex_Underwood and on Twitter and Instagram at AlexU_MUA for my business accounts, and Alex with 2 X's 2017 for my personal accounts. I know I have so many accounts going on right now, it's not even funny, but those are the ones that you should follow. And you guys can also check out my website, which is always linked down below, which is just alexunderwood.info. And if you want to see what I got going on an everyday basis, definitely check out my Snapchat, because that is what I post on mostly every day, kind of doing day-to-day stuff, and you'll get a little updates on projects that I'm working on outside of school and outside of YouTube, and just kind of get to see what all I'm working on, because I've been doing tons of makeup, hair stuff lately for films. And I know you guys are super intrigued about hearing about that, and I don't always get the time to do a vlog about it. I plan on doing a vlog soon, very soon about that, to kind of get back in the swing of things, let you guys know what's going on in my life besides just my phone needs to stop going off. I'm recording. Rude. Anyway, get kind of in the swing of things and tell you guys what has been going on lately and what I have planned, and yeah, all the fun stuff that life throws at you randomly. But I cannot wait to see you guys on the next one. Bye, my aliens.